I've got a doppelganger, and it's starting to get ridiculous at this point. I mean, honestly, shit's real fucking weird. A couple months ago, I go into a Sephora. I have never been into the Sephora a day in my goddamn life. I walk in, and the lady at the front is like, "Oh my god, welcome in, so good to see you. How's your boyfriend? How's your life? Like, what you doing? You were just here yesterday. Like, why are you back?" This lady would have died on her fucking hill that I was this bitch. I was like, okay, whatever, you know, us white people, we look the same. So I was like, just brushed it off my shoulders. But then fast forward a couple weeks, and my boyfriend at the time goes out with his friends to Seattle. I'm living in Tacoma, and I'm staying at the house, right? And I get a call from him when he's out, and he's like, "Hey, like, you went out? Like, you're out?" I'm like, "I'm sitting on the couch right now." And he's like, "There is a girl here who looks exactly like you." Okay, now this is where it gets real fucking weird. She was wearing the outfit that he had left me in. And do you know what I was fucking wearing when he left? Brown and white checkered bell-bottom pants. The bitch had the same fucking pants on. We had the same haircut. It was both dyed blonde, like everything. And he, like, my boyfriend at the time, we've been together for like over a year as well. And he's like, "I swear to God, that's what I'm calling you. Like, I thought you were here." Like, then there's a grocery store up the street from my house, and I went in the other day, and they're like, "Oh, back for more? Like, you were just here." I was like, what do you mean? Right? And if you live in Seattle, like, this city is fucking small, and I live in this city. Obviously, this girl lives in the city. So, like, people seeing us all the time is not rare because, like, it's so small. Like, we are bound to cross in, like, different places. But I mean, like, I'm getting mistaken for her all the fucking time now. Okay, so yesterday, this couple comes into my job, right? And I work here in the city. And they keep looking at me and giving me strange looks, and they're like whispering to each other, and then they keep looking at me, and I walk off and I come back, and they're like, "Do you work at Liberty or like Liberty Bar?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Yo, you look exactly like this girl. Like, we thought you were her. It's my friend's sister. Like, you guys look exactly the same." And I'm like, yeah. So now I've got to go to Liberty and see if I look like this bitch. And also, my dad grew up in this area, not my mom, but my dad is a hoe. Like, daughter, like father. So I'm like, you know, the possibility of me having a sister is less, like, more than likely than me not having another sibling out there in that world. Like, there's no way my dad hasn't reproduced another bitch. But I'm like, you don't recognize yourself when you see yourself. So I'm like, does this girl really look like me? But this has been crazy. Like, it's been months of being mistaken for her, and we keep missing each other, and it's getting stupid at this point. So I'm going to go to this bar and try to find her.
I checked their page and there is an update, but the update is that there is no update because they can't go to that place to check until Friday because of like when it opens and when they have to be at work. So I'm interested to see what the update is on Friday. And I know that they said that their dad was a hoe, which was really funny, by the way. But I don't think that that's what it is, because if it were a sibling, why would they have like the literal same exact haircut and be wearing the literal same exact pants that time? I'm wondering, do they have the same piercings also? Because I noticed that they have 2 nose rings. I wonder if the doppelganger has the same piercings. I don't know. This whole thing is very interesting. And it's so crazy that they're getting like recognized when they're haven't been at places. I'm very interested to see the update. So we got to keep our eyeballs out for the update. Thank you for everyone that tagged me in this. I got tagged in this so many times. Let me know what you guys think.